We do have the very feminine aspect, the valley of us. We receive a lot, we take in a lot, just of our fact of being very empathic. The problem lies with us is what's above here, and what's going to come down on us is the thing that worries us the most. And even if nothing comes down, we still have a little bit of worry, even though we have a very large pathway and a clear path ahead of us, and it's all about receiving. We do worry about that. Close encounters, a merry motive, and tender embrace. Okay, looking at these three cards, I already feel the intention of what's trying to come out. Okay, close encounters. You see that? First of all, you're in a cage. That's you, by the way. That's you. Look how beautiful and big. You've outgrown this cage. What's happening, too, is you've got a smaller butterfly beckoning you to come out. Okay? It's telling you you're ready. Look at your colors. Look how beautiful you are. Look how magical you are. So you're getting all kinds of beckonings and, I don't know, how would you call that? Like, come out and play. Come and play, Pisces. You've concluded what you needed to learn or what you needed to do. You're at a 10. It's time for this cycle change to happen. It's time for you to move out. Okay? So, close encounters, it's close quarters, too. You're getting this constant hit of, come on, let's go. But you're feeling like, I'm just going to sit here a while. I'm going to sit in my valley where it's safe. And, but you're ready. If anything, your magic for today is it's letting you know that you're completely ready. A merry motive, 20. It's 10, 20. I love it. I almost get like a, an idea that you have stacked your stars. That's your goals, your dreams, your wishes. Okay? A merry motive. You have a lot of great stuff stacking up. You've been saving up a lot of your best. This is like your best. It's like you've already got so much built in and prepared for you to go forward in your life and to do different things. And there you are doing it. Tender embrace is you have the support. I feel that it's the same. There's two elephants here, but there's two butterflies. It's the same. Okay. Let's look here. So, let's look at 10. Let's see what it has to offer as wisdom. Okay, so you have to treat the way that you are vulnerable as your strength. And that makes a lot of sense. So right now you may be feeling vulnerable as in your valley and you're going, I don't really want to go. You have to realize that that is where your strength comes from. When you stop yourself from moving forward, you find the courage and then you go. You cozy up to risk and then you go for it. Okay? Be authentic. Okay? Lower your shields and allow yourself to step into the dance of life. Okay? Start building meaningful bonds with people, situation, spirit. And At a deep spiritual level, there's a lot of lessons that are being offered to you. Okay? And it's gonna add that spark that you need in your life, that thing that's gonna propel you forward. Okay, so weren't meant to be alone, but as Pisces, sometimes I think that we do like to be alone, and we need to rediscover that balance of going out there. Okay? You've chosen a path here with your merry motives. Okay? And you've set an intention. And you're moving towards that goal. You feel compelled to keep going, and you should. Make sure that you know why you're going. Make sure that your intentions are what you really want in your life, and not a residual of what's been before. Okay? Surrender your expectations to a higher power, rather than being limited by your small self. The one here that worries about everything, the monkey mind. Where do you want to place your focus? Because that's where your energy is going to flow. If you show resentment, that's the universe is going to show you more resentment back. If you show fear, it's going to show you more fear back. So show strength, show power, show authentic expression. Okay? If don't feel like you're not enough or that you can't do it. And I don't know, just trust the universe to bring you what you want. Really trust the universe. This is number 22. I love this one. This is closely related, I feel, to spiritual. Okay? Put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning in to the world around you, others you know, and even those you don't. Tenderness, compassion, and sensitivity are beautiful feelings that help guide you forward in all areas of your life. Okay? Do you need to be kinder and gentler to yourself and to the situations around you? Okay? So it also talks about when you're being of service to others, you forget your own needs. So be sure to remember that you need to take care of yourself as well, Pisces. All right. So I'm going to go in with some more tarot here, see what they have to say. I'm going to take the Good Karma tarot. There's a lot of magic being weaved here. If you look at these cards, all three, I felt like they were very magical in nature. You have all these little magical stars. Again here, the magic. And of course, there's the big stars here, just the magic. And you do have the Magician here. So I feel that this is very much all about all the different components coming together and how they work easily with one another when you really listen to what's coming in. Okay. So let's see here. The Moon. Shh. Introspect. Intuition. No monkey mind. Okay? Look at what is, not what your mind keeps repeating on autopilot, which is all the conditioning and stuff that you've been taught over time. A lot of it is very good, but you can't let your mind run the rest of you. It is not the one in charge. the balance of how you function needs to be balanced throughout the body, through emotional, mind, spiritual, okay? Everything needs to be balanced. And it's not just one component running things. So if your mind is throwing you into this chaotic whirl of tornado-like stuff, it's time to maybe just shh and take a time to be silent. I've been feeling that silence and go within a lot in the last couple of days. You can do it. The moon is our card. We are Pisces. And the hangman is our card. It's to get perspective, the real deal on what really is going on. I have felt that in the last, maybe in the last year or so, we've had these conversations before, Pisces. I feel it's because we've had time to sit with ourselves. And now that we're going back into maybe in the thick of things with other people, where there's a new dimension to all of this that's coming in. There's a new way of looking at things. So it's not a dimension, it's a dynamic. That's the word I'm looking. There's a new dynamic to all of this. And I feel it's constantly throwing us in curveballs. Like it's like relearning how to walk. Because we did so much work. Every old thing that's coming in our lives, we have to deal in a new way. But in order to do it, we're constantly shifting and changing and having to figure out how to handle it. It's all the same thing, but the situations keep changing. So don't feel so bad. See, the strength that you have within you, Pisces, it's always been. It's never left. That's the thing that they keep wanting me to re-ascertain. We're also in a new moon in Leo. And I didn't mention that yesterday because yesterday we were talking a lot about the Leo card. But let me see. Yes, it is yesterday the 28th. Yep. And now we're the 29th. So we are in that new moon in Leo. So that's that fire energy, right? That's beckoning us to start something new. So this is the optimal time. This energy is gracefully, graciously, and gratefully offering itself up to us to use and utilize in anything that we are working on right now. Okay? Look at this beautiful Ace of Cups underneath. Just letting you know that things are good. Yeah, this is stuff that's going to pay off, and it's going to pay off in the upcoming months. I feel a lot in the fall that will start showing up, and fall isn't, I mean, it's not that far away for the people who are here in this hemisphere. That, you know, end of August, beginning of September, fall starts settling in, and the harvest is in. And with that time, there's either, it's almost, I feel almost like there's a spring-like thing happening. It's not harvest, but for you it's harvest because things are growing and they're showing growth. They're letting you know that there will be a harvest time, okay? So I feel like there's a reconnection to yourself, and it's going to get full force as the months go on, but yeah. I just saw the Magician. Okay, so underneath you have the Tower. Kablamo. Okay, so we have both the Tower and the Chaos card. But I always remind people the Tower has that fire here. Okay? I've been telling you for many, many weeks the Tower should not be anything that scares you right now. Because even in this Tower, if you look, there's nobody there. You're not there. You're witnessing this. Or you have witnessed this in the past. You have the ability to know when this is coming. Okay? It's like my app that tells me, hey, there's a storm coming. Okay, Well, we'll prepare for it. I know what I have to do if something happens. Okay? So I will do as much as I can to prevent catastrophe. But even if catastrophe happens and I am still standing at the end of it, well, I have everything I need. I have the strength within me. I have connection to self. I have my inner guidance and my new perspective that I am able to move forward in my life and know how to rebuild and go where I need to go. This may feel for some of you right now like a bit of I'm very tired. You know, going like, oh, why do I always feel like I've been in battle? Why do I always feel like I'm battling myself on these things? And it's just simply because you're trying to work, like I said, we're trying to rebuild a new world. That's underneath the deck. We're trying to rebuild a new way of doing things, a new way of seeing things, instead of just seeing the world as same old thing, different day. It is same old thing, different perspective. In other words, we're finding brand new, different solutions in a very different way to old problems or old fears, old frustrations. And while we're doing that, it takes a long time to rebuild something that's been almost like set in stone. It takes a while to blow things up. You got to rebuild them. Okay? But this fire is definitely it. If that tower comes down, it's because it needed to come down, Pisces. It needed to be taken off, and the soil needed to be replenished. The landscape needed to change for things to grow. Okay? Again, don't be afraid to sparkle. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid of risk. Don't be afraid of risk. Okay? Sometimes it's little risk, but we make it so big that it looks like it's going to be a full-on disaster, when we might actually just need to take a few paces back and regroup and then continue on. We make it very scary for us to go ahead in this world sometimes. Okay, so let's take another more calm, less stress. Because I really want you to focus on that as well. I don't want you to be really stressing out for nothing. I really want you to be witnessing, observing, objective about everything that you do. And look on it with optimism and the strength that you already have inside of yourself. Okay? Don't let the mind take over, because we like to do that. When something new or something old that we have to react in a new way comes up, we let the mind take over, and sometimes it leads us down the garden path, but in a way that's not so good for us. We end up getting stuck. Okay, so rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under the trees on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of water or watching the clouds float across the sky is by no means a waste of time. So we've had a few times, like even here, I feel that this is kind of going together, okay? She's going like, shh. And if you look at this, shh. Sometimes you just need a new perspective. So you need to step back a minute, take a deep breath, breathe deeply, and take care of yourself, okay? Sometimes taking a minute puts perspective back on a situation and gets you out of that scary phase or that scary part and gets you back on the road to being productive. All right, Pisces, that's it for today. And tomorrow is your spiritual message. I like to call it the roundup for the week. So Spirit comes in and tells you maybe, you know, what you should take notes on and carry on with. And I'm going to send you lots of love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for being here, as always, and I will see you tomorrow.